Hey guys, how are you? I'm Tagura and I'm here for another episode, another video on ARK Survival Evolved. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. So as I said, I'll keep doing some videos. And how are you guys? I'm fine. And another thing, if you like this video at some point, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. And if you new and haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. So I'll do on this video, I'll go for the first video on taming pens. I think I'll go for a couple of videos, more than a couple, I think, videos talking about and how to use taming pens. So first things first of all, I don't know. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh shit! So many bears, man. It's like this. I'm on. As you may not know, I'm on the server that me and a couple of friends rented. We are on the center map. So, taming pens. Advantage of a taming pen is it's like this. Mostly taming pens are for knockout tames, to put an animal unconscious and taming that way, not passive tamings. That's another story. So the advantage of taming this kind of on this kind of animals with a taming pen is versus taming on the wild is you don't have, how can I say this, you don't have the chance of a wild Rex, Alocarno, Raptor, or reduce the chance of one of that animals ruining your taming effectiveness by attacking the animal when he's knocked out. And the other one is, well, if you don't know all the mechanics of the taming by knockout, I don't know if you know, but I'll tell you at least some parts like this. If you are taming an aggressive animal, one thing that you don't, what will happen is he will start attacking you. He will go try to kill you, and you can use that aggression to your advantage and try to get him with trank arrows. But when there are two things. If the animal can't attack you for some time, if he starts trying to bite you and you get on the top of a rock or on the top of a cliff, after a while he will run away from you. He can't attack you, you are hitting him, and he will walk away. With a taming pen, he will try to walk away, but yeah, it's a taming pen. He can't go much. He can't go long away enough to not be knocked out. And the other thing is, when the torpor of that animal rises up, he will try to flee, even a Rex. When the torpor of the Rex is high enough, he will stop attacking you or trying to attack you and run away from you. So, in my opinion, if you are doing that taming on the wild, well, you have to go after him and trying to hit him. So that's another advantage. And even if, let's say this, if you have a Rex knocked out and there's a raptor around, normally the raptor won't attack the Rex knocked out. But when you are checking how is the torpor or giving him food, the raptor could attack you and attack the the Rex, not on purpose, but secondary effect, right? Attack you, you are near the Rex, he might hit the Rex too, and causing a drop on the taming effectiveness. So, checking these advantages, and I'll say this on my opinion. For you to build a taming pen, on my opinion, you have to be able to make stone. Like you have to be on the stone age. You have to be able to do stone fences, foundations, stone walls, stone dino gates, stone behemoth gates, and stone windows. Because most of the animals, even a raptor, I think even Dilos are able to damage the wood and attach. So if you don't care and use thatch or wood, and you let's say this, you don't care about having to repair every time you do, okay, go for it. On my opinion, I'll only do taming pens on stone. Well, not on stone all. I made some on wood, but for some animals, and parts on wood, but for some animals. It depends. For taming Rexes, oh, stone. For taming Allosaurus, stone. Carnos, stone. Even Brontos, stone. Okay. Stone. To tame to use a taming pen. First, you may be behave, you may have your life a little bit easier. It's like this. You have a, well, you build a taming pen, and I'll show in a couple of minutes one example of a taming pen. You can build, well, you build it in a spot, and to use it you have to kite. I know the term kite from RPGs. It's, you have to get the animal on that inside of the of the pen. Some animals, ooh, some animals are aggressive, others are not, are passive. As you may see, like you have the turtle and the Carnotaurus. They are a good example. You can be near a turtle and she won't do anything to you. You are near, well, you don't need to be near a Carnotaurus. He will try to attack you. So aggressive and passive. On the passive ones you have two divisions. You have the Parasaur, for example, and Gallimimus, Pteranodon. You can be near him. When you attack, they will flee from you. Or like the other example is like the, not, well, that, okay, they'll flee from you. Then you have the passives like the Bronto, the Trike, that if you can be near him, he won't do anything, but if you attack, he will attack you back. Kiting a Parasaur to a taming pen, it's like it's possible. Now it's possible, and in some videos I'll show how not kiting a Parasaur, but like kiting a Pteranodon to a taming pen. But it's hard. It's not. You can't be. Well, you have to use some other tools to do that. But one easy, the aggressive one like the Bronto, it's easier to kite because it's like this. You attack the Bronto, he will attack you back. You just need him to be aggroed on you, and you can kite him. Well, you have to need you need to have an animal with good health. The most easy way to kite an aggressive dino to a taming pen is using a bird. So it's on my opinion, and for me, you have to it's like you need to have, on my opinion, okay, you need to be able to build on stone and have a bird. 1 second, please. Okay. I'll show you an example in why using a bird it's the easiest way. You may check that I'm coming to the base again, and you may check that come on, check load. Oh, there it is. You may check that on the other side of this river there's a behemoth gate. Well, two now. So the easiest way is like go with a flyer, aggro the dino, and kite him through the gate like this. You kite the dino through the gate, and when he's in the taming pen you fly above him, go the other side and close the door and close the gate, and he won't be able to get out of here. If you don't have a flyer, or if you don't have the technique to kite or to keep the aggro on you, the other easy, not that easy, is to use a mount. I normally use an ARK Taming to do this, to kite like an Allosaurus or a Rex, but both of the animals aggro to other things. If the Rex was aggroed on me, and if like Dodicarus appears on the path, you will go for the Dodicarus. If anything that he can eat appears on him, near him, he will attack it and the aggro on you. One thing that you can do, it's what I'm using. It's like this. If I see a Rex, well, you have to play using a land dino to kite. You have to play or with a friend, or play with the gates that the dino can pass through. It's like for the Rexes. If I was on the other island, I could see a Rex there, and what I normally do is I come home, get in ARK Taming, and kite him the most. Oh shit! Kite him to near the taming pen, or try to kite him to the taming pen. But normally I have Parasaurs and other health, and it's a pain in the ass, and it's like 20 minutes to kite him. So what I normally do is, okay, ARK Taming, try to kite him, then, well, near, not near, well, kite him a little, then with the Rex I play with the gates like this. the T-Rex can only pass through behemoth gates. On that taming pen down there we have two behemoth gates and one dino gate. What I use is an Allosaurus, because the Allosaurus is fast like hell. I keep the Rex aggroed on me. It's easier to keep a Rex aggroed on a land tame that on the flying tame. What I do, it's like this. I keep the Rex aggroed on my Elo. The Allosaurus have enough health to handle it. I kite him like this. I stop here. The Rex come in. What I do is, we have two behemoths and we have a normal gate. The Allosaurus can pass this gate. The Rex can't. So what I do is I kite the Rex in, go out with the Allosaurus by that gate, close the behemoth, close that gate, and it's done. You could do this with land tames or with yourself. I don't know if you can handle some hits from if you're trying to kite a Carno or an Elo, you can't do this game, this play, this tactic, because normally if I use an Allosaurus to kite a Carno, when I go out I kite him through the behemoth. When I try to go out by the dino gate, he will go out too, because he can pass. You have to, on that case, you may need to use yourself and have a door and kite him to the gate, go through the door, close the gate, and it's everything okay. You understand. You have to have a time on this case, your body, to kite an animal through a gate that he can pass, and drive him to a spot that only you can pass. I think you may notice that we don't have doors, we don't have walls on the time. We have only window frames, for two things. One, it's cheaper to build. The other, you can shoot through to the window frames. You can use window frames, you can use door frames, or you can even use pillars. We use normally only window frames, because if you have door frames and try to tame like a Dilo, he can pass the door frames. If you are trying to tame a raptor, well, the raptor aren't able to pass to a door frame if on the top of the door frame you have a wall. If you only have a door frame with nothing on top, or like if you have a door frame with another door frame on top of it, the raptor can pass, the dialogue can pass. If you're taming compies, Trudons, what the hell, they can pass to that. Yeah, they can pass to door frames. So we normally use Windows because it's more multitasking. We can tame like large animals like Rexes, or we can tame smaller animals like Dilos and Raptors. That's the why we only use window frames. The other thing you may notice that we have built the taming on foundations. That's not for that kind, for land, for taming. That's a tame for land animals, not flyers. We can't tame a flyer there, but if it's for land tames, land dinos, you don't need to do it with foundations. You can do it in fence foundations, okay? Because you only need to have the frame. You only need to have the walls, and you don't need to have the ceilings. For flyer tame, let me just drop the raw meat here. Here we are, and the raw meat here. Empty my pockets. I'm doing this because we have 4 Rexes, baby Rexes, and I need to get them. What in this guy wants walking me? Okay, behavior, animal fall. You want to get a walk? Come on, come on. And Shalan is a babysitter for the babies. If you need to tame like an Argent Davis, you need to have some ceiling. So on this case, this is an Argent Davis tame pen. On this case, you really need to have normal foundations to be able to get the ceilings on the top. On land animals, you don't need to have ceilings, so you can only use fence foundations like we do on this wall. Only fence foundations. That was some kind of cost. Well, it was not me doing that time, but Black Cubs was the guy who made it. So on his opinion, he would do it that way. He did that way. No issue with that, but it's not needed. Okay. Let me have an overview of that. You could only do this with fence foundations, stone fence foundations, the windows to shoot, and yeah, this is the well, the behemoth can have 7 foundations wide. For a Rex, this is a large one. For Rexes, you may be able to get this a little bit smaller. You won't need 2 behemoths, you only need 1. We have 2 behemoth gates because we can normally Rexes and Allosaurus spawn this way on this island, this other island, and they spawn on the island where we have our base, and normally we kite them through here, so it's easier to have a behemoth on this side and on this side. And if we kite him from there, we open this, close the other. If we kite him from that side, we close this and open the other one. It's just to be a little bit easier. You can, as I said, you can reduce the size of this one. I don't know, like 3, 5, 12, I think. 12 by 7, I think. You can reduce the size of this, but be aware when you are kiting one tame through here. You kite him. One thing that is, come on, man. When you kite him through here, like with an Argentavis, if you go up and get out of there and try to close the gate, one thing that could happen is he can walk around and get out, trying to attack you and get out of the taming pen. So if you reduce the space that he getting out before you closing the gate, it's more common than if you have a bigger one that you can, how can I say, you can, let me just give some food to my RG. You can kite him through here, right? Go to this side, he will come after you, and you go out this side and stop here and close the gate. He will turn to your RG or to you, but you don't have the gate near. If this is, yeah, you can be a little bigger to use this technique, and he will trying to attack you, but if you come here, he have to go around to get out, and when he's going around, you can close the gate and he won't be able to get out. To tame Allosaurus and Carnotaurus, this is too big. For a Rex, it's big, not too big. For an Allosaurus and the Carno, this is too big. They are smaller, they are faster. Trying to hit him from the windows, it's a pain in the ass. You will miss a lot of shots. From experience. If you're on the and like this, if you are only trying to tame Carnos or Allosaurus, you don't need to do this big. It's best not to do this big, and you don't need to have behemoths. the other one. So let's, this is getting a little bit bigger. Okay, bigger episode, bigger video. So I really wanted to explain and to get on the level on why I prefer, why we use taming pens and why I do it. So yeah, it's like this. We use window frames to tame small or bigger animals, but it's a bigger tame that one. So with smaller animals we have some issues being on shooting or hitting with the arrows. So you may choose another path and use like door frames or pillars and focus on bigger animals like carnivores, allosaurus or T-rexes, or reduce the size, reduce from behemoth to gates, and only tame allosaurus on the top, or the bigger ones you can enable. It's allosaurus. You have to know what you are trying to, what is your goal, and change the size, change the walls, change the gates to what your goal is. So, but other thing, land animals you don't need, you only need fence foundations. Don't do this. It's a lot of expensive. It's expensive to do this, and it's not needed. If you want to tame Argentavis, Pteros, and Argentavis and Pteros and Tapejaras, yeah, you will need to do with frames, with not with fence foundations. You really need to do with normal foundations, but with like this, it's like 4 for 5 on size. With this you can tame an Argentavis, the Tapejara and the Pteranodon. It's large enough. We don't even do the 4 walls high. We only do 3 walls high. It's enough. Less 2 walls high, it's small to an Argentavis especially. 3, it's enough. And you have to do, yeah, you have to be able no, not, but be aware that an Rex can pass 2 walls high. I don't know if 3 walls high he can pass through, but 2 walls high he can pass. If we have 4 high, if we reduce this to 2, the Rex will come out. The Allosaur, I don't know. The Carno won't be able to get out with 2 walls high, but he will be able to get out with 1 wall. We do this because we trained here some Brontos, and Brontos can pass 3. Well, a Bronto with, I saw Brontosaurus passing 4 walls high. So, yeah, be aware. So let's wrap this video up. It's like this. This was a brief an explanation of the pros and cons of taming on pens, why the what you need to think when you are building one, and well, if you have any question, leave it on the description. Man, I'm always wrong with this. If you have any question, leave it on the comments. I'll respond to you. And if you like this video, don't forget give me a thumbs up. If you're new and haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And yes, Moss. Say bye. Say bye, Moss. Say bye. Say bye to the guys. No, don't eat, man. Say bye. Moss is a little shy. So, see you later. Bye.